How great were the Mad About You years? Was it like it was such a huge hit? There was such a rhythm, a comedic rhythm to that show. It must have been fun to just.
It was great. Yeah, it was great fun. You're always chasing your tail. Going, okay, this script works. What about next week? Do we? It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's next week. We're meeting on Monday for the table read. It's not. So you're always
Yeah.
worried about next week's show, and you're editing last week's show. So it's always you're kind of into your eyeballs, but you get used to that. But the actual work, when was great fun. I mean, we had great writers, and getting to play with, Helen Hunt. And certain scripts, like when I would read the script or write a script, and it was like 8 pages of just dialogue. I go, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
This is going to be. There's no.
Right.
And I always knew that when the execs read the script, you're not going to get, but it doesn't look like a joke, but that's going to be a big laugh because she's going to look at me funny, or I'm going to pause, or the stuff, whatever was in the air between us, was very tight and strong, and I do miss that. That's why we did the little reunion 5 years ago. We did 12 episodes, just the original, because I kept inviting us. You guys should do a little reunion with it. We ended it well. Why mess with it? But they kept talking to us. So we met and we said, well, it'll be fun. We know that.
Right,
it'll be
exactly.
fun just to play tennis, the two of us together.
Yeah.
And then we thought, but why? Why, and then we thought, wait a second. The little baby we had at the end of our show is now 20. Mm-hmm. She's leaving the nest. Now we're alone again. That's what the original pilot was. Okay, everybody's walking out. It's just us.
Yeah.
2 idiots in 4 walls. That's a show.
Yeah.
And but the extra fun part was like, okay, it's 20 years later. We're tired. We're older. We're walking slower.
Yeah.
We don't hear as well. That cute baby turned out to be a handful.
Yeah.
I remember we had. We got the rhythm when we were doing the show of like, okay, if you're in the kitchen and the doorbell rings, you need 6 lines to get to the door. So you keep moving up the queue. Well, now 20 years later, I need 14 lines. It's a longer, slower walk.
It's going to take me a while. It just seems like, especially when it becomes a hit, and you're not like fighting for your life to stay on the air. That then the freedom to be able to work with each other and just have fun, it just seems like another level of fun.
For sure. And in the beginning, you do have that. I had forgotten. Thank you for reminding me of that nightmare. But yes, you do have the specter of over. Like, oh, did they pick us up? And we had the thing of, they moved us around, and we were literally on 6 different nights in 7 years. And we were at one point on a Sunday night.
Wow.
And it was like, it's just horrible. And and I remember the head of the network once apologized. We were trying to launch it, and we thought we could launch it with you, and we fucked you. I was like, yes,
really?
you did.
Really?
Yeah. No, not on purpose, but it didn't work out.
In my mind, it was just smooth sailing.
See?
Yeah.
So
it was just a fun.
But the bitterness in me is still there. No, but
it's always painful.
What I was going to say is you start at some point, you let that go, and you say, I can't control that.
Right.
Unless you have the clout to do it. But what we can do is we can write the show we want, and we can do it, and we can cast it, and we can make it what we want.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to liken it to, a painter paints a painting, and somebody buys it and then puts it in their garage. Well, it's theirs now.
Right.
I can't follow where it goes, but I can only make it as good as we can make it.
Yeah.
But it was great, and it certainly was a huge thing to go from being a comedian that's maybe you've seen in a couple of movies to, we're in millions of homes every week.
God.
Like, whoa, that's different.
That's got to, man, the impact of that has got to be pretty fun. I specialize in being in things that only last 6 episodes.
Well, that's your thing.
Because I want to keep my integrity as,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I got a string of those. But again, you can only do it and make what make it the best of your abilities.